Hello everyone, welcome to week 1 of our course. So each week you'll get a video like this that hopefully gives you an overview of the week, the expectations of things that need to be done, such as tasks, assignments, and a little insight, if I can provide that insight, on managing the course, and then just any reflection that I might have on the topic of the week. So this week we're really getting into, if we look at the topics of our meet and greet, just getting to know each other. That'll be through our discussion board post. Talk about the introduction to at-risk issues that our students are facing and our communities are facing that can bring in stress and violence, and then look at those environmental societal factors that contribute to risk as well. So if we look at the task for the week, I'd like you to watch the video. Hopefully you're doing that right now, whether you've accessed it from the announcement or through week 1 itself. But make sure that you do watch the entire video. So we're going to talk about the items that you need to read and watch. Again, other videos besides my own video that you'll watch. Please reflect on that Christian message. A reminder again that we are fortunate enough to be a part of a Christian organization, and the reminder that Christ is a part of us and helps us endure all things. And then go on to that discussion board, enjoy the conversations that are going to happen. Please be respectful of each other, especially on some of the topics and questions that are asked. We might have personal insight that we're going to add. So as you're either sharing or responding to others, show that respect, and then start working on assignment number 1. It is not due this week in week number 1, but we'll get a little bit more to the pamphlet and reflective of why you want to start this week. And then also another assignment is assignment number 4 and 5, to begin the resources collection for a binder task. You're not actually going to send in a binder, but there'll be a Google template that you'll use to act as your binder. So let's get in and look at our readings for this week. So there's the overview one more time that you can read over on your own. But readings this week, please check into the syllabus, look at all the elements of the syllabus. Go on to the discussion board. Again, introduce yourself and some discussion on topics that are at the school right now that you're facing. And then from our text, read chapters 1 and 2. And then there are some slideshows or slides, Google Slides that have been created. Please read through those as well. One way to access the discussion board is just by clicking right here. Or also going onto our side menu here. You'll notice I'm moving right here. And there's this area right here that says discussion board. You can click there, but either way. Just a reminder on our discussion board, and I'm going to pull it up just so it's in front of us too, that you want to make sure that you're following this rubric that's expected, and really being reminded that sorry, I'm being taken different ways because I didn't make it up. So I'm not going to go into it. I'll let you guys view it. But a reminder of the etiquette of the discussion board. First of all, it is an expectation that you write at least 250 words that are APA formatted, in the sense that if you're going to cite, which there's an expectation that you do cite something from our readings, from the videos that you've seen to add into it, that you follow the APA formatting for that reference component as well. Make sure that you are submitting your initial submission by Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. and then giving your responses by that again Sunday of that week, except for our final week, by 11:59 to 2 individuals from our class. So make sure that you're following those guidelines. If you do not follow them or miss a date or time frame, you will lose points, and I wouldn't want you to do that, just like following the rubric that's listed there. So please make sure. So I'm going to get into the look ahead conversation. So again, what I'm about to talk about is not due this week in week 1, but it's really due at the end of week 2, which is Sunday, October 29th. You're creating a pamphlet on a topic dealing with stress and violence. So you'll see the rubric right there, but you're going to create an attention-getting pamphlet on one of the following topics, or another topic that you choose, of how youth become victims of violence and ways to avoid it, early signs stress in children or teens and how to help them. I'm not going to read all those, but you can read through those. Or if there's another topic that you feel, you can submit to me for approval. But you're going to create a pamphlet, and the pamphlet's expected to inform students, parents, and the public about the specific topic with stress and violence. The pamphlet must include the topic, definition, causes, symptoms, vulnerabilities, and what can be done about the situation. So you need to have 5 resources included as to where I can find help or where the information came from. And with that, it's expected those resources are cited in a reference section, whether it's in the pamphlet or on another page in APA formatting. So that reminder one more time, if you need support in APA, I'm back on the Blackboard class. You're going to see under resources, APA resources, you can click there as well. So go into clicking back into assignment 1 now. Just make sure that you've hit all those areas and that you open up the rubric to see what I'll be basing my grades on as well. It really is expected to be a trifold pamphlet, so think of using something like Microsoft Publisher, or if you're going to do it in a Word doc, imagine that it is being into 3 columns that will fold. Can think of it as a front and back, very, very important. Then the other thing I want to talk about as a reminder, I'm again back onto the Blackboard course itself, is that we're going to, throughout this course, ask you to start creating a resource binder. And it's a binder for you to think about different topics and ways to get support. And sometimes we wait until that last moment when it's the issue or crisis is at hand, where this is trying to get a, I don't want to call it a jump on it, but a handy dandy resource available to you. So, and that's coming in the resource binder. So again, you're not creating a binder. What you are going to do is create a template, a Google document. You'll notice it says, please use this template. You will use that and start recording your information. You'll notice here that the template is sort of built out with a sort of an explanation. Each entry, you sort of want to look at it as this is the entry component right here. And you're going to need, so a total, I'm going to go back to the descriptor for the resources, a total of 20 resources, but it's broken up into 2 parts. So by when assignment number 4 is due, you're going to need 10 resources, and then when at the end of the course, you need a total of 20 resources. But I'm going to go back into the binder component, make sure that you're filling that out, binder number. So each entry will be like a 1, 2, 3, up to 20. And then just filling this information out, and you'll see the expectation of what I'm looking for grading on that when you go back into the assignment. So those are coming up. Let me be very clear. Next Sunday, October 29th, your pamphlet is due, so know that's the first priority, but making sure as you're starting to look at resources that you think about your binder and start creating that binder. Please remember when creating the binder that you want to give me shareable access, and you'll want to do in the share, let's see if I can move me over. In the share here, you're going to click on it, and when you're looking at anyone can view or anything to that nature, you are going to switch that, drop it down, and it doesn't need to be anyone in Concordia, you just want anyone with the link. Very, very important to remember that. So that is the overview for this week and a little bit of a glimpse of the things to come. I am looking forward to meeting you online again, like I shared, through our discussion boards. But don't hesitate if you have any questions to send an email, give me a phone call, or by all means a text, and I will try and respond. A reminder to the text and the phone call. Just let me know who you are in the class that you're associated with this class, the 524 class, and I will try and get back to you as best I can. I hope that you have a great week. God bless.